This podcast is about entrepreneurship, spirituality, and self-care. My name is Lourdes, and I am the host of the show. Thank you for listening today. Hi, friends, and welcome back to the 8th Level Podcast. And today we're going to be leaning into the spiritual side of decluttering. What happens deep within when we finally begin to recognize that we're holding on to too much and when we are ready to let it go. So this episode is not about pointing fingers. It's about honoring the quiet moment of awakening. When something inside says, enough. Enough of the piles, the boxes, the weight. Enough of the guilt, the memories, the unfinished intentions. Enough of the noise in our space that's blocking our inner calm. That moment of realization is sacred because that's the soul speaking, not in shame, but in truth, not in fear, but in freedom. And it takes courage to listen. You may have lived for years surrounded by just-in-case items or collection of things you once loved, but now you don't even see them anymore. They blend into the background, but your spirit notices these things because clutter, whether it's physical, emotional, or energetic, builds a wall between you and your peace. And when you start to see that wall for what it is, that's the beginning of a powerful transformation. Spiritually, releasing clutter is an act of trust. It says, I trust that I'm safe to let it go. I trust that I will have what I need when I need it. I trust that I don't need to carry this anymore. Cleansing your space becomes a ritual, a practice of sacred release. You're not just tossing things in a bag. You're making room for light, for clarity, and for healing. So if you've recently had the moment where you looked around and thought, this isn't who I am anymore, I want to honor that. That's not failure. That's awakening. Here's what you can do next. Start with one sacred corner of your space. Light a candle. Set the intention to release it with love. As you let go of each item, thank it, bless it, honor its role. Journal what comes up. Emotions, memories, grief, it's all valid. You, my friend, are not your things. Hear me out. You are not your things. You are a sacred soul, reclaiming space to breathe. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to a spiritual alignment. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone you love. You never know who might need to hear this, and that's okay to begin again. Until next time, please be kind to your spirit and your space. Bye for now. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast, and please share this episode with your friends. Please subscribe, rate, and review this episode. Thanks for listening.